Choosing a final resting place for a loved one or making your own prearrangements is one of the most deeply personal decisions you will ever make. It is a choice rooted in love, legacy, and finding peace. We understand that navigating this process can feel overwhelming, especially during a time of grief. That is why we created this guide to offer you compassionate, clear, and practical advice. In this video, we will gently walk you through the steps of choosing a burial plot. We will cover the different types of cemetery spaces, how to understand the costs involved, and the important questions you need to ask. Choosing a final resting place is more than just a logistical step. It is a profound decision that echoes through generations, offering a lasting sanctuary for grief, remembrance, and honoring a beautifully lived life. For surviving family members and those yet to come, this space becomes a tangible connection to their history. It provides peace of mind today, knowing that their loved one's legacy is secured with dignity. This mindful choice transforms a plot of land into a sacred memorial. When beginning your search, it helps to understand the different types of cemeteries available. The two most common are public or municipal cemeteries and private or religious ones. Municipal cemeteries are often more affordable and feature standardized layouts. In contrast, private and religious cemeteries cater to specific affiliations. They might offer more extensive amenities, but they can also come with stricter rules regarding memorial types. Beyond traditional graveyards, you might consider memorial parks, which use flush ground markers to create sweeping, park-like lawns. Or you could explore green burial sites. These eco-friendly options focus on returning to the earth naturally, replacing traditional headstones with natural landscapes and minimal biodegradable markers. Each type of cemetery offers a distinct atmosphere and varying price points, so take the time to request information and compare your options before making a decision. Choosing the right burial plot begins with selecting the appropriate cemetery, a decision that goes far beyond picking a convenient location. Consider the overall atmosphere. Does it feel peaceful and comforting? Next, think about proximity to family. A location that is easily accessible encourages regular visits, helping loved ones stay connected and find solace over the years. Equally important is taking the time to review the cemetery's rules and regulations. Every property has unique policies governing visiting hours and the types of floral tributes you can leave behind. Check what types of headstones are allowed. Some cemeteries permit grand, upright monuments, while others strictly require flat markers to maintain a seamless, park-like aesthetic. Finally, evaluate the available on-site services, like a dedicated chapel or comfortable reception areas. Pay close attention to groundskeeping and overall maintenance to ensure the site is cared for properly. We highly recommend visiting multiple cemeteries in person and speaking with the staff to find an environment that truly honors your loved one's legacy. When choosing a final resting place, one of the most critical factors to consider is perpetual care. This means the cemetery grounds, landscaping, and monuments will be maintained indefinitely. It covers routine mowing, weed control, and repairing sunken graves. Perpetual care guarantees the resting place retains its dignity and beauty for generations, preventing the heartache of a neglected memorial. Because this maintenance is an ongoing expense, reputable cemeteries establish a dedicated perpetual care fund. A portion of your plot purchase goes directly into this trust. However, not all funds are equal. It is vital to ask the cemetery director about the financial status of their perpetual care fund and to understand exactly what upkeep is covered. Finally, never rely on verbal promises for long-term upkeep. Always ensure that the perpetual care provisions are explicitly detailed in a written agreement. Look for a specific perpetual care fund clause in your contract before signing. This legally protects your family's investment and secures lasting peace of mind, knowing the site will always be cared for. Understanding your memorial options is an important first step. For traditional casket burials, single plots accommodate one person with a flat or upright marker. Companion plots provide two spaces, side by side or stacked, often unified by a double headstone. To keep generations together, family plots reserve a designated area marked by a central monument and individual headstones. You may also hear terms like lawn crypts and mausoleums. A lawn crypt is an underground, pre-installed concrete enclosure, often holding 2 caskets to save space. A mausoleum provides above-ground entombment inside a structural building, offering a sheltered space for visiting year-round. For cremation, cemeteries offer beautiful, dedicated spaces. A columbarium is a wall or building featuring individual compartments called niches to securely hold urns. Alternatively, you might choose an urn garden for burying ashes, or a serene scattering garden to return a loved one to the earth in a protected, peaceful setting. Once you have selected a cemetery, the next step is choosing the specific location within the grounds. Think about the experience of those who will visit. Is the plot easily accessible from the main roads or pathways? A spot near a peaceful pond or a bench can offer a comforting space for reflection. Pay attention to the natural environment. Do you prefer a quiet, shaded corner near a grove of trees, or a bright, sunny spot? Practical factors matter just as much. Ask the cemetery staff about the area's drainage during heavy rain and observe how the terrain slopes. Finally, consider your family's future needs. If you want to keep loved ones together, look for areas that allow for multiple adjacent plots or family estates. Reviewing the cemetery map carefully now ensures you secure a meaningful, lasting resting place for generations to come. When selecting a burial plot, family traditions, religious beliefs, and cultural practices often guide our most meaningful choices. Whether it is facing a specific direction, choosing a consecrated ground, or accommodating specific rituals, these elements ensure your legacy is honored respectfully. It is deeply important to discuss these preferences with your loved ones. By exploring pre-need planning together, you lift the emotional and financial burden from your family during a difficult time. Planning ahead also allows you to secure adjacent plots, ensuring that families can remain together and providing a permanent place of comfort for future generations. When you sit down with a cemetery counselor or funeral director, it is completely normal to feel overwhelmed. To help you navigate this process, it is essential to come prepared with a specific set of questions. Always ask for a complete breakdown of costs. Ensure you know exactly what the price covers. Does it include the plot itself, the opening and closing fees, and the headstone installation? You also need to understand the cemetery regulations. Ask specifically about visiting hour restrictions, perpetual care maintenance, and their exact rules regarding flowers or other grave decorations. Inquire about available payment plans to ease any immediate financial burden. Keep a small planner handy to take detailed notes during your visits. Most importantly, make sure to get all agreements, quotes, and cemetery rules in writing before you sign or finalize your decision. Choosing a burial plot is a deeply personal and significant decision, but you don't have to navigate it alone. Visit funeralus.com today for comprehensive resources, personalized guidance, and compassionate support every step of the way. Thank you for watching. Choosing a burial plot is a deeply personal decision, but by planning ahead, comparing options, and understanding perpetual care, you secure peace of mind for your loved ones. If this guide helped you, please like, subscribe, and share your questions in the comments. You do not have to navigate this alone. Visit funeralist.com for compassionate support. Take care.